the city of Boston, you are confronted with history really at almost every step.
You can trace the roots of baseball in New England about as far back as it goes.
Now we had warriors on a different battlefield. Heroes were created.
The Royal Rooters appear to be a first.
They would march up Ruggles Street to the new stadium, and they would have a marching band with them. McGreevy had his shillelagh to lead the procession.
Nuf Ced was clearly an organizer, and he was the final authority.
They were trying to be obnoxious. They were trying to, drive people from New York and Pittsburgh crazy, and they did a really good job of it.
McGreevy's saloon looked like Cheers after a Victorian interior decorator had gotten a hold of it.
Our boys will beat you on the field, we'll beat you off the field and take your money home with us.
Gambling was big business.
You had John F. Kennedy's grandfather was a member of the Royal Rooters.
Just Grandpa's presence gave a special bit of panache to the Royal Rooters.
It was an extremely democratic organization, democratic in that it allowed everyone to behave like a rowdy.
They sort of were the Johnny Appleseeds of this relation between the fans and sports.
These men were fine men, they had great personality.
They were very emotional. They went to Pittsburgh, they went by train to New York.
They were examples of second-generation Irish who really made Boston what it is today.
The Roxbury Rooters, they rallied around the fact that there was this fire, and that not only were they going to root for the baseball team, but they're rallying together to pull together the community after an extremely devastating fire.
It is special because in one place it encapsulates all the memories of almost a full century of baseball and our beloved Red Sox.
Oh my God, I thought I was in heaven. I saw that beautiful ground, and I looked out and saw that wall out there, and I says, oh God, I thought it was beautiful. Beautiful.
Virtually everything that people think of when they think about the Curse of the Bambino is factually incorrect.
Anybody can win with good cards. If you're a good poker player, you find a way to stay at the table with bad cards. And Red Sox fans stayed at the table for a good long time.
Any of us who grew up in New England grew up with parents, uncles, grandparents that were somehow steeped in the tradition. And there really aren't many cities where baseball was as important as it was even in the 19th century.
I don't know why they're so passionate about their sports here. Maybe it's because it's really cold up here in the wintertime.
People live and die by this team.
If you're from Boston and you're not a Red Sox fan, then you didn't grow up in my neighborhood, you know what I mean?
From '64 on, the only year, as I said, that I missed a few games was 2003, where I was up in the hospital with my husband.
We brought back a song that was associated with the first 5 World Championships that disappeared, and so did the World Championships, reappeared, and we won the World Championship. You figured out.
I thought about Mike McGreevy. I thought about those Rooters. I could make believe that I was part of this century-old tradition. I feel proud to be part of that.
And I remember Steve saying, thank God I can die a happy man. That's sort of how what it means to be a Red Sox fan.